Hello, Daniel. My name is Sean Everett. I'm the website analysis expert over at Zucore Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Megan. She sent your website over to me for analysis, and as promised, here is that analysis. Now, first thing, you have a wonderful website. You spent some money on it, clearly, and it is great. And that's exactly what you want, because when somebody comes to your website, you want them to feel welcome, and you want them to start clicking around and finding out more about your business. Now, that is the value of a beautiful website. But the problem is getting people here. And I can tell you right now that your site is underperforming. And I'm going to show you exactly how it is underperforming. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by getting more traffic here, because all of that is contained within your website. It's not some external source. Getting people here is the result of what is in your website. Now, the first thing I look at is this paid tool that I have called Ahrefs. As you can see, I put your website in there. This gives me the metrics of your site and shows me how it's been performing over the last month or two. And then the next thing I do is a regular old Google search for Topeka, Kansas roofers. Now, it's important for you to understand that Google is responsible for about 93% of the traffic to your site. And that means that they have some needs that you need to satisfy, because a lot of folks don't understand how Google works. So I'm going to explain it. Google has an algorithm that is responsible for placing absolutely everything in the order that it is placed in on a Google search. Now, that includes up here at the map pack. That's what we call this area here. Now, these folks have done something special, but it's what the algorithm is looking for also, and that is they have filled out a Google business profile. And that's just like any other profile, except it's hosted by Google and it's about your business. So they're going to ask you what year you started. They're going to ask you what city you're in, what your daily hours are, and they're going to ask you to prove that you actually own the website for this profile you're filling out, which is probably a pretty good fail-safe. So now underneath the map pack, and the reason to fill that out, by the way, is to get up here near the top of a Google search. That is really the goal for all of this, because there is a monetary value for being high up in a Google search. More people will click to find you, and it turns into more customers and so on. Now, that is algorithm desire number one. Here down below that, we have what we call the organic search results. Now, I picked Gardner Roofing, and I'm going to call them your Google competitor, because they are number one here in the actual roofing contractors. And let me show you their site, and then I'm going to do something really fast here for you. First off, here is your site again. I'm going to copy and paste into a word counter. And the reason that I'm doing this is that Google really likes content. Google thinks that every search that happens on their site should be something that ultimately teaches their search customers something about whatever it is that they are Googling. Now, as you can see, your competitor has 426 words and you have 234. So where algorithms are concerned, they actually win. But they are underperforming in Google's eyes too, because Google actually wants you to have 1,500 words on your website. And those 1,500 words, Google determined, was the minimum amount necessary in order to educate somebody about whatever it is that they are Googling. So that's Google's thinking around that. They have a pretty strict rule about it, and the only reason that these folks are high up without the 1,500 is because you have to take them numerically. Whatever comes next is, what is up there. So they probably have more words than most of their competitors. You can blow them out of the water by putting 1,500 words on your home page, and that is not hard to do. Now, all words are not equal over at Google, and I'm going to show you what I mean. You have 3 keywords on your site. Now, keywords are words that Google expects you to have on your site based upon the industry you're in, based upon Google searches that take place, that your site comes up in and other sites like yours come up in, and also has to do with some of the communities around you. So that's where keywords come from. You have 3, which is pretty low actually. And then here is what your competitor has, 54. Now I am going to show you what their keywords are. I'm going to click here and that will open the new window. Hopefully this will load quickly. There we go. These keywords are, like I said, just stuff from your industry by and large, or stuff that people have actually typed into a Google search looking for you. Obviously, they would type in the name of the place they're looking for if they know the name. Otherwise, roofing companies Topeka, roofing companies Topeka, Kansas. You see that there's a lot of variations on the theme here. This one is just missing the KS from that one. And the reason for that is that the algorithm does not know our language. It doesn't know the difference between company and companies. It does not know the difference between contractor and contractors. It just doesn't know the difference. It's just looking for words. It doesn't know that roofing is related to roofers. That's not something that it will come up, So here's the other thing I want to try. I'm going to do this. I'm going to search for the word best on there. Now you have one best, and it says we will be in touch with you soon to get the best time. Now here's what you don't have on your site. You don't have that you are the best roofer in Topeka. And the reason that you might want to do that is not because you don't like, humility, but because if somebody goes to Google search and types in that they are looking for the best roofer in Topeka, your site won't come up because it doesn't say that that's what you are. You see what I'm saying? Google is a word searching device. So the words that you type in need to match on the sites that come up. If it doesn't have it on your site, then you're not going to come up. Google is not ranking your business for you. It's just looking for what words match other Google searches that their customers do. Now, I am going to show you next your backlinks. Now, you don't have any backlinks currently, and that's not ideal. A backlink is where your site, a link to your site, appears on somebody else's site, like say Yelp, and there is a link back to your site on it. Now you have 0 and your competitor has 98. Now backlinks operate, I'm going to show you what they have. Nope, sorry, I didn't do that. That was the keywords. Let me show you right here. Oh, I normally have that set up, but this time you're going to get to watch it load with me. Now, backlinks are important because it's sort of like Google saying, oh, the more people that are talking about you, the more important you must be. So the more sites that refer to you, the more important your site must be. Now, their backlinks are on Homestead, Expertise, Yellow Pages, Porch, Super Pages, This Old House, and so on. You want your backlinks to be on sites that are, say, 70 and above. Now, the advantage here is that there's probably not much more than about 13, 14 that are 70 and above here. So that's a huge advantage for you because it's not hard to get on sites that are rated 90 and above. Most of these just require you going and filling out a profile, for instance. Some of them might be paid, like Angie's List. I don't see here. Angie's List is rated 91, and that's a good one to be on. Now, this rating is not just a random rating. These are the domain ratings that show the strength of a domain's profile based on its backlink profile, meaning a lot of other sites refer to homestead.com for information. They say, go to homestead.com and you will find the information that you need. So that's what makes it. It has a lot of backlinks to it. So that makes it mean that Google thinks, oh, this is a site that my customers want to go to. And that's exactly the sites that you want to be on, because the more people that go to these sites that are popular, the more people that will go to your site. Makes sense? So that is the basis of what the Google algorithm is looking for. 1, they're looking for the Google business profile. 2, the keywords, and 3, the backlinks, and that will get you higher up on the search results. Now here's where the rubber hits the road. For being the #1 contractor there on the Google list, your traffic last month was 1. That's up 1 from the month before. So you had 1 visitor to your site, and you had 0 the month before. Gardner has 122. That's up 12 from the month before. Now, that means that they had 122 times more opportunity to get a request for a estimate, to get a customer, to get money in their actual pocket. I mean, that's what it all comes down to. The higher up you are on a Google search, the more opportunity it is for you to put money in your pocket, because this website you made so beautifully should be a tool that brings you customers and money. Anyway, if you would rather spend your time protecting folks from hail than digging around in your website, this might be an opportunity for you to give Megan a call. She would be happy to guide you through the next steps. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great rest of your day.